Hey everybody, Mr. Maxwell here. We're going to be doing a soil experiment today, and we're going to test how much water the soil can hold. We have four different types of soil. We have sand, very fine sand. We have clay. We have what they call humus. This is going to be our silt, our humus. And then the fourth one we're going to do is a mixture of all three. We're going to see which one can hold water or hold the most water in. The way we're going to do that is we're going to take a funnel. We're going to stick it on top of a graduated cylinder. We're going to put a filter in the funnel, and then we're going to put 1/4 cup of soil into the filter. And then once we get these all set up, we're going to take a 1/4 cup of water, and we're going to pour that on top of the soil, and then we're going to measure how much liquid goes through down into the graduated cylinder. Then we're going to fill out this. So if you haven't printed this off, go ahead and do that if you have the ability. If you can't, then just write down the information as we go. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is our hypothesis. So, sand is very fine, clay is a little bit rougher, this is very sticky and wet, and then this, like I said, is a mixture of all three. So, you need to, if you have this paper, you're going to circle, before we start, you need to circle one of these. If you need to stop the video of this experiment to do it, go ahead and do that. But circle, think about it, and circle which one you think is going to hold the most water. All right, hopefully you've done your hypothesis. Now we're going to get started. So what we need to do is we take this filter and we're going to fold it in half, and then in half again. So it looks like this. Then we stick it down inside the funnel, and we open it up so that it is inside the whole bottom of the funnel. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other three. So let's keep going. We're going to fold this in half, and then this in half again. Stick it down in there. Alright, and do one here. Alright, now that we got all those in there, we're going to get our measuring cup. We're going to start with a 1/4 cup of the humus, or the silt. We're going to stick it down. Stuck. There we go. Stick this down in there. All right. Do a 1/4 cup of the sand. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of the clay. And then we're gonna do a quarter cup of the mixture. Now, in this mixture, there's more of this than anything else, but there is some of all three. Okay. All right, good. Now, what we need to do is we're gonna put in a quarter cup of water into each one, and we're gonna see how much goes down, how much the dirt is able to hold up, and how much goes down into all right. Now we're gonna let it sit for a couple minutes. Get a towel. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be filling out this sheet right here. We're gonna look at the sand first, and we're gonna put down in milliliters how much there is. So this was the sand. Let's take a look. The sand has 11 milliliters. So we're gonna go ahead and put 11 milliliters. Just put 11 in there. Okay, good. Now let's take a look at the hummus over here. The hummus had 34. So we put a 3 and a 4 next to the silt or the humus. Now we're going to look at the clay. And the clay is at 18. So under the clay, you're going to put a 1 and an 8. I hope you can see that. I'm not sure if I can. And then the mixture is 26. So you would put a 2 and a 6 under the mixture. Now what we need to see is which one has the smallest number, okay? So out of these, if you look, 11, 34, 18, and 26, the one that has the smallest number is the 11, which is sand. So down here, you're going to circle E because sand is next to E. So let me And then that is our experiment. So what this tells us is the one that let the most through is this one. So that's the least able to hold on to water. The next one down is the mixture. After the mixture is this. And then we have the sand, okay? So, this is the sand. And we're at 11. This is the clay. And the clay we're at 18. This is the mixture. Wait, let me get it right. Oh, sorry. This one right here is the mixture. Sorry, that took me so long to figure out. And that one is at 26. And then this is the silt or the humus. And that is all the way up at 34-ish. Okay? So that is the experiment. If somebody asks you which soil holds the most water, in our experiment, it was the sand that did that. Awesome.